Yeah, great to have your company on a Thursday morning. Hope you're keeping well. Dane Zorko, the Brisbane Lions skipper, still to come. Looking forward to that. But Geordie Lewis has hung around, Geordie, to preview round 23.
I've got a question. I come in, Sammy, on a Thursday morning. I'll write down a few questions. So this one's for Tim. I think with the season that Richmond have had and not making the finals, getting out and having a fresh start over the pre-season, is it time to change over the captaincy, do you think?
I think so, yes.
And who springs to mind?
Okay, Trent Cotchin has been an unbelievable leader of this team. For me, and this might surprise some people, but I would actually go to Dusty Martin. Now, the thing with Dusty, the thing about Dusty is he may be uncomfortable, and he is uncomfortable representing the club.
He'd have to speak to the media.
He would have to, right? He would have to,
but you don't have to speak to the media as often as you used to do.
That's right.
Is that right?
People like Jack or others would still be doing their media stuff. So you could do that other stuff. You could say, look, that's not the thing I want to do most, but I want to lead. And the reason behind that is that I reckon everybody needs to be challenged by something at different stages of their career.
Yep.
And just watching him and the way and listening to people talk about him and how he's matured within that group. And I reckon when you have achieved as much as he has, then there might be, I reckon there's another way maybe to challenge him. And I think this would challenge him. And I think it might mean that you get more out of him over the next 2 or 3 years than what you might if you didn't throw some sort of a challenge at him, like a captaincy or whatever, and a different role within the football club.
It's a great point because there's probably a gap at the moment in terms of the next obvious leader there. I think there's been a lot spoken about Graham, how they think he's a future captain.
Yep.
I mean, he's 23 at the moment, so he probably needs a few more years to develop into the leader that they want him to be. But it's a great point.
Does he he needs a pulsing, does he?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I look at him and I think, the game almost comes too easily to him. Maybe there's some other way that he can project himself onto other players within the team.
Good point.
And Vlosten and Grimes, and as you would expect from a team that's been at the point end, there should be no shortage. Anyway. There should be no shortage
anyway. Yeah.
But I think it'll happen, and I think it should happen. It's a great idea to pass the baton, still have the old captain around for the support to pass it.